Welcome back to the Kane and Day Show. I am your host, Kane. You can find me on Twitter at Killing Kane and YouTube at Killing Kane. I'm going to switch it over to my co-host here. He'll introduce himself, and then we'll talk some playoff baseball.
Yeah, my name is Day. You can find me on Twitter at Realdaygaming1. And follow the show on Twitter, the Kane and Day Show.
Do it.
I've been active on there.
Active.
Kind of. Been liking a lot of stuff. No tweets, but I'm active, kind of.
There we go.
I'm there.
Got him. So we finally got done with the ALDS and the NLDS. Two rain delays, and the as of time of recording, the NLCS is underway.
And it is still commercial. LOL. 2-0.
We'll get to that here soon, but let's start with the NL side, because that seemed to wrap up a lot faster.
Yeah. Pretty convincingly.
The parts that were crazy to me is that San Diego and Philadelphia both won.
Yeah, like I wonder what the odds would have been to pair those two together to make it to the CS would have been, because it had to have been over 1,000.
Bro, I tell you what though, this NLCS, so exciting.
Yeah,
it is fantastic. I am here for it. Give me World Series Bryce Harper.
You know what's wild? They made a comment on it early in the broadcast that Bryce Harper went one, of course. You know, Manny went 2 picks behind him.
Really?
You know who else? That draft class, phenomenal, by the way. The 2010. It had Pomeranz in it.
Okay.
Decent lefty.
He
was an all-star. Matt Harvey was in it. Yasmani Grandal was in it.
Okay.
Chris Sale.
Okay.
Mike Fultonevich. Guy on the Braves bullpen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Christian Yelich.
That is
like, talk about a fucking crazy draft class.
Right. But so I want to hit on Harper for a minute. I don't know why everybody hates him.
Because he's the bad boy. I don't know.
I guess.
Why does everybody hate LeBron? Well, why do a lot of people hate LeBron? Not everybody, but a lot of people do.
But it's like kind of unanimous that everybody hates Bryce Harper unless he's on their team.
That's not true. I love Bryce Harper. I've always loved him.
Dude, I think
he makes baseball fun.
Here's the thing, right? He deserves to be cocky.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves it. The dude won an MVP playing basically half a season.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's just I think the reason a lot of people hate him is, I mean,
he was a child star, basically.
Look at all the hype he had when he was 16, 17.
Right.
Hitting a 505-foot home run at Tropicana Field as an 18-year-old.
But, like, the thing is, too, right? Didn't he win Rookie of the Year?
I believe so.
And on top of that, won 2 MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, he won an MVP basically off half a season.
Which is nuts.
Exactly. A full half of the season, because wasn't he injured the first half of the year?
No, he just struggled.
Didn't do that well. Came out and hit
did so well after the All-Star break.
He hit like 34 home runs?
Yeah, 20 doubles.
Something like that in the second half of the year?
Yeah.
Bryce Harper is so insane.
And he opened up the scoring today, so...
Yeah. Like, he is the heart of that Philly team, I believe.
Oh, yeah. And those fans... whatever it was in the NLDS against Atlanta, I could only imagine what it's going to be on Friday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, travel day, Thursday. Yeah, Friday.
It's going to be crazy. And, the Padres, on top of that, played phenomenal. And I think it's the breakout. Well, you have 2 breakout stars right now. And that's Trent Grisham.
Yep.
And Harrison Bader.
Bader plays on the Yankees. Or are you just talking in general?
In general. You have a Randy Arozarena type thing happening right now with these two guys. It's basically every time they hit the ball, it's launched.
Well, I mean, just think about it. When the Padres were down by 2 in the 7th inning, game 4,
Mm-hmm.
who scored those 3 runs? 7, 8, and 9 in their lineup. It was Grisham. Uh, batted 8th. Wasn't Kim, was it? No.
Where's
Whoever
Profar
batted
hit?
8th. Yeah, I think it was Profar. It was Profar, Grisham, and then Nola. That's what it was, based
Mm,
off that lineup, because Kim led off. Actually, Kim drove in the first run.
yeah,
But it's like 7, 8, 9 scored. That's winning baseball.
right.
Normally you say 7, 8, 9. Well, hopefully somebody gets a hit and
This
just
is
turns it over this inning.
coming off of a team that didn't win a series against the Dodgers in the regular season.
13-6 against them.
Yeah,
I don't even like. I mentioned to you off camera. Like I don't know if the Dodgers even lost 3 or 4 all year.
I don't think so.
Actually, 3. When was the last time they lost 3 in a row? They got swept eventually because somebody swept them. I didn't go back and look, but
Right, but
I know everybody got swept this year. So
the thing is the Dodgers beat them in every matchup, and I think that goes to say that the wild card round really bumped these teams in the right direction because they're going off minimal rest, while the first round buys are going, and it showed in this DS round.
especially on the NL side, because the
Yeah,
Yankees didn't really struggle in Game 1.
no,
Their bullpen blew it in Game 2 and 3. So
right, but yeah, in this NLDS, it showed. Atlanta
yeah,
just
so slow.
outplayed, and,
Well,
and the Dodgers couldn't get anything going. They're down so bad that Cody Bellinger isn't even starting, and he's a
yeah,
plus defender.
yeah.
So is
I
Joey Gallo.
I
You
also
know,
think the Phillies came out with an incredible game plan against Kyle Wright.
yeah. I mean,
Because the first, 5 guys reach base to start Game 1?
you had
And
like
before you know it, you're down 3 nothing.
you look
Like,
at this division round in its entirety, it was electric.
yeah.
Oh my
Houston came
god.
back from down, 7-1, 8-1?
Yeah,
Hey,
that was tough. That
well,
whole
yeah.
that whole series was fun though. Like we'll get to it in a minute, but I want to stick on the NL for
Yeah.
a little bit longer. But like Reese Hoskins 3-run bomb the other day.
Incredible. That
Oh
crowd
my
was
god.
lit.
That for me personally, that ranks up there in postseason home runs with Jose Batista.
Yeah.
Cause like I
Well,
don't know
unfortunately,
when
that means the
whenever
Padres go to the World Series then.
huh.
I said that would mean the Padres make it to the World Series then in 5 because Toronto lost to Cleveland in 5 after in the CS after he hit that home run to knock the Rangers out.
But I mean that was just an electrifying moment, and
Oh yeah.
Reese Hoskins just cranking this ball and absolutely pimping the shit out of it.
I
And,
call it the opposite Tatis because Tatis flipped it in the air.
oh
He
my,
slammed that to the earth's crust.
that was so amazing. And not to mention you had Manny Machado in
Mhm.
that series in the
Hitting
versus the
incredible.
Dodgers. Incredible. Trent Grisham came alive.
Cronenworth got key hits when he
Oh,
had to.
Cronenworth got the leading runs on their comeback.
Mhm.
Like they outplayed the Dodgers, and that's
And
scary. That's really scary.
well, it's funny because it was first and third with 2 outs or 1 out,
Hmm.
and the Dodgers just kind of let Soto literally walk to second. And I'm like, they call that a defensive indifference,
That's
and that
weird.
at that time, like the announcers did, but I'm like, is it really? And then he goes on to score. It was 3-3 at the game, or 3-3 at the time, and I'm like,
Yeah.
is it really defensive indifference? Because they made it 5-3 instead of 4-3.
And
That's a lot more
I'm telling you,
stress.
this now. Juan Soto is that difference maker though for him.
And you know what? Who gives a shit that he hit 150 this first month there? Who fucking cares? He hit 5 straight 100 miles an hour.
Right, and
Off the bat.
he got a clutch single that scored a run the other day.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing y'all don't get either. This is postseason.
Yep.
It's different.
Stats get wiped.
It's different.
Nobody gives
Guess
a
what?
shit.
Guess what? Juan Soto's won a ring. He knows what it takes. He knows
So
what he
it's good.
has to do.
I think Schwarber won.
Yeah, with the
But
Cubs.
like, yeah. Well, it's like, you look at the same thing with Castellanos. Castellanos had an awful season, regular season.
But damn, he
Doesn't matter.
showed up.
Who cares about the regular season? You made it to the dance.
Yeah,
We're playing ball now. It's October.
we're playing for keeps.
Yeah, like it's who cares if
Yeah.
he had a washed season?
These
Doesn't matter.
I think these teams came in with a chip, and Atlanta and LA both came in like cakewalk. We
I
did
think
it.
Atlanta was a lot more cocky than the
Right.
Dodgers. The Dodgers just got cold. Freddie Freeman was Freddie Freeman.
Yeah,
But
fantastic.
Mookie, I think, had 1 hit in 4 games and a sac fly.
I mean, it just goes to show, right? Like
Trey Turner made 3 errors in that
the
series.
shortened season really affected like things, right? The Dodgers won with really nobody in the stands.
I was there.
Well, right. So you only
Yeah,
had like limited
25%, yeah.
Yeah, you had 25% capacity, and they won because it's not as much of a distraction. You get to play ball. And now that you have your fans there, and now they're putting a lot of pressure on you guys because this is your division rival that you beat every
You've owned
series.
the last 15 years.
You won every series this year.
Mhm.
This should just be another step. And like I said, Cody Bellinger still is not the same. And if I'm Cody Bellinger, I don't look back. I walk and I go somewhere else to rejuvenate my career.
There's a lot of people that are free agents for the Dodgers in this upcoming offseason. It's gonna be that might be a completely different team next year.
Right. The only people
It's not
you're
like
really
the
gonna have
Dodgers were locked in.
the 2 people that are a lock, really, it's gonna be Freddie and Mookie.
Hmm. Everybody else. Kershaw's a free agent. Trey Turner's a free agent.
And I don't know if Trey Turner comes back.
Luckily for the Dodgers, they can offer him the most money, but
There is a place I do see him going, and it helps his case if they win a World Series. And I think that's Philadelphia.
Where's he from?
I don't know, but apparently he hates the West Coast.
Really?
I guess. But yeah, the NLDS was just straight fire, super unexpected. Because my pick was the Dodgers. Day's pick was I chose the Braves. He chose the Dodgers, and both teams basically got their asses handed to them, and it was crazy. And so now let's go over to you can see the struggles of both teams. In the ALDS, when you have Justin Verlander getting shelled in Game 1, and his team
wow. I can also tell you why. I needed 6 strikeouts. He gave up 6 runs instead.
That's fair. And dude, JP Crawford, he pimped that ball so hard. Oh my god! As a Mariners fan,
the bullpen getting out.
no. And then they were locked down the rest of the series.
Yep.
Crazy. But seeing this team and what they actually accomplished this year, actually getting in, it was awesome. Like, pure fan experience. My chest was about to explode.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. I'll be your host.
I'm excited for next year. They're going to make some splashes in free agency. And I think that you can expect one of the big shortstops to be in Seattle next year. Or crazy theory, Mr. AL home run record king, maybe toss him 3 years, 150 million, so he gets paid 50 a year.
No. I don't think he'd go to Seattle.
I don't think he would either, but I would expect one of the big shortstops that are on the market this year to land in Seattle.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see for that, but
Right, but then you got to go. They also have to go and get another, I think, starter. I think you run a rotation that has Luis Castillo being your ace, Logan Gilbert being your 2, Robbie being your 3, George Kirby, who absolutely diced the Astros for 7 innings in that 18-inning game.
that didn't matter.
No.
Only because it went for another 11.
But you can see that, like, the Mariners are here now. Like, they kept in it pretty well with Houston.
What was game 2 score? 5-2.
4-2.
4-2.
4-2. But
Yeah.
I do think that the Astros have a lot of weakness this year outside of Jordan. Altuve,
They're interesting. Bregman hit a home run or 2 in that series.
he hit a home run and I believe a double.
Yeah.
But Altuve,
They're scrapping.
he went 0 the entire series. He did not
Yeah.
get a hit.
He hit the ball well. It just wasn't falling for him.
And then
I
Jeremy,
remember a couple he hit to the wall. But
you know, hats off to Jeremy Pena.
yeah.
That kid is amazing, and both rookies showed out. I mean,
J-Rod made some good catches.
J-Rod made a fantastic catch. And also, you know, game 1, I believe the top, or the 3 guys, or Ty France and Julio were both 3 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Julio had a double, a triple. I mean, on Sunday's game where they won 18, almost hit a home run that would have sealed the deal, but he didn't get enough elevation on it. I mean, Houston looks beatable.
Which is scary.
Yeah, they look beatable. Like I said, Justin Verlander got the start.
Just one start.
I know, but it's one of the most important starts.
Yeah.
You know, the Mariners pitch starters.
Bullpen looked phenomenal for Houston.
Yes, they did. I still want Scott Service to give me a real logical explanation why he brought Robbie Ray in and throw
Not going to.
2 fastballs down the dick to the best power hitter. Like, Jordan is a different breed.
Yeah, the
And-
second he hit that ball, I knew it was gone too.
Yeah, me too. My heart got ripped out of my fucking chest.
I had some funny faces for that one.
I'm sure you did.
It was only because I was ahead of you,
Yeah.
so I couldn't like make any audible noises. So I just resorted to making funny faces because I didn't know what else to do.
You know, it's fair.
Also won me money because I took them plus 1,000 down when they were in the 8th inning.
That's fair.
That's
But
the last one I had.
you
A
know,
week.
congrats to the Astros for moving on. They have a tough matchup now. We'll go to the other side of the ball that went 5. Cleveland looks.
They're annoying. It's like watching Big Ten football.
That's fair.
It's scrappy, it's low scoring, and air quotes defense and pitching
Mhm.
is king.
And
That's the perfect description for Big Ten football, and that's what I was watching with the Cleveland Guardians.
I'm gonna
No,
give
no disrespect to them either.
some.
It's
I'm gonna
just-
give some props to him. Fantastic pitching. Just
Yeah.
fantastic.
Savali didn't have it today. Let me tell you.
No,
He couldn't
know,
locate a fastball. He couldn't
and
locate a curveball.
that's tough. You know, you're in a
Stan
game.
crushed that home run.
The one thing is, you know, Bieber said he was good to go, but you also don't want to. You also don't want to. You don't want to use him because you're
That
gonna.
is your star.
If you move on to the next round, guess what? You're going probably game 2
Maybe.
or game 3.
Yeah.
But
the other problem I have with if Bieber would have started today is, he's still young. He is your ace.
you could have also went with Tristan McKenzie today.
No, because he pitched on game 4. He
Oh,
pitched game 4.
that's true. It's
But
just tough.
I don't know.
They really battled Stephen Kwan. Man,
Incredible hitter.
Stephen Kwan is going. He gives me Tony Gwynn vibes.
Mm-hmm. Or Ichiro.
Yeah, just that guy who's gonna put the
Slap
ball.
hits.
Yeah, and he's gonna be your lead off for a long time.
Yep, slap hits, not strike out too much.
No.
They said on the broadcast, he had at the time I was watching, he had saw 120 pitches in the series. How many do you think he swung and missed at?
Not a lot.
2
That's
out of 120.
that's incredible. I'm
So-
not gonna lie, that's incredible.
So I definitely can get behind the Tony Gwynn comparison because he doesn't strike out that much either.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not going to be as crazy as Tony Gwynn with under 50 strikeouts in a season, but
Right.
just in today's baseball. But he's not swinging and missing. He's making
It's
contact,
gonna be
making
very
them work.
good. Like that team's young.
And Ahmad Rosario hitting behind him, he had 185 hits this year.
Was it Oscar?
No, Gonzalez batted for 5th.
Yeah.
Because then
He
went
was-
J-Ram, then
He was
Josh Naylor.
huge in that series.
Well, so the Guardians had played 6 games before today's finished, right?
Mm-hmm.
Half the games they won, he was the reason.
Yeah.
With the walk-off against Tampa, the base hit against oh god, who was pitching? Clay Holmes?
I think so.
He had all 3 game-winning hits.
Right.
Josh Naylor had a couple of home runs. Stephen Kwan even had a couple of home runs in his playoffs.
Mm-hmm. No, that whole team performed. They just couldn't.
I think where that really hurts them is 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I mean they've got a great head coach.
Yeah, Terry Francona's a
He's
icon.
he's a legend, and he's still young.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I mean,
unlike Tony La Russa, he is adapting to
The
2022
times.
baseball.
Yeah,
he's not managing like it's 2004 and he's in the World Series with the Red Sox. Like
Right.
he's managing in 2022, and he's doing well.
Right. And
That team was not good back in the All-Star break.
Right, and he turned that team around.
Yeah, like I said, they have great pitching.
Then you go to the other side, though, to the Yankees. I think this is Aaron Boone's make it or break it year.
Definitely out of seat in baseball.
He is just like Kevin Cash.
I wouldn't go that far.
Like I think Tampa needs to find a new head coach as well.
I don't. I like Kevin Cash.
You didn't like him when he took fucking Snell out twice.
Well, that's an emotional. They really didn't have to show that on the broadcast
Yeah.
when Snell started against the Dodgers. By the way, Fox. Thanks for the memories. Not good ones. LOL.
But Aaron Boone, he brought in Schmidt, right? Clark Schmidt, the other
Yeah.
day,
Yeah, out of the bullpen.
and
That's who gave up all those runs.
yeah,
Clark Schmidt. It wasn't. Clay Holmes did pitch in that inning, but he only had like 3 or 4 batters.
yeah, but
Rodney started it, then it went to Clay, and then Schmidt gave up the
walk off.
yeah.
Yeah, I kept checking the score, and then I was like, "There's no fucking way that this game got walked off." And then I just see Twitter, and it's like everyone's like, "Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!" And like
Nice base hit up the middle.
he's
No
getting
shift.
he's getting a lot of flack for that call. Yeah, he won the series, but he just again, you're leading off. You're the best hitter in the world right now.
No, they moved him back to the 2 slot, which I thought was incredibly
They
smart.
they should move him to the 3 spot.
I like Rizzo there.
Because, I don't know, it's just the guy protecting in front, protecting behind type of deal.
I definitely think because he did start the series off as the leadoff hitter, but
which
then he
is
went 0 for 9 with 8 strikeouts and a weak fly ball.
yeah, it's just not a
And then they
good.
moved him back down. He hit a home run game 3, so it kind of worked out.
He
He
also
hit
hit
another home run today.
yeah, he also hit another home run today. But man, this DS was just like the whole playoffs have just been insane.
Yeah, and what's crazy with the Mets not getting out of the wild card series, the Braves and Dodgers getting knocked out, is that guaranteed home field advantage for the American League
Yeah,
because Houston had 106, New York had 99. Even if Cleveland had beat the Yankees today, uh, at 92 they would still be ahead of Philly or San Diego with
right,
87, 89, and 87.
right,
So they locked home field advantage. That's huge. That's what you want.
right, and
It also hurts me because I have to sit here patiently and wait. But like that you're playing for a lot. You get home
so
field.
so let's jump into the CS predictions then now, since we're at this point,
Yeah.
right? So
Obviously, game 1 is
it's
into the
underway. It's ninth inning right
bottom
now,
bottom 9. Who's
and
up?
Philly is up
Oh.
2-0, and Kyle Schwarber absolutely dismantled the ball.
Yeah.
Went 488, 120 off the bat.
I mean, it's 2-0. Bryce Harper hit a home run. Schwarber hit a home run. That's 2 pitches. That's the difference. I mean,
This
how long
series,
did Wheeler go?
this series is gonna be more fun than Yankees Astros.
Oh, I believe so. Just because of the fan bases, like the crowds are going to be incredible.
Oh,
I mean, Zach Wheeler went 7, and so did Darvish. So the bullpens didn't get used.
Shelfie's going probably to a game.
I bet you he goes 2, both 3, and 4.
Yeah, and he will go to a World Series game if they get there.
He'll probably go to both of them. He'll probably go to 3 and 4 again.
I do think, like, as much as I love this series, I do think Philly has the better tools.
I think they have the deeper starting rotation. I think Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola are way better than Darvish and Snell and Musgrove.
I agree.
I 7 innings, no runs.
I mean, Noah Syndergaard is
Give it
looked
up.
very good too.
Out of the bullpen, yeah.
Looked very good. So it's they made and let's not forget. Let's not forget. Let's not forget about Brandon Marsh.
Yeah.
The 3-run home run he had the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Huge. I loved them going to get him.
Yeah, that was probably the best trade outside of anything blockbuster wise.
Right. And Brandon Marsh has performed for that team. Gene Segura looking good. But you're going into a DS if they come out with game 1.
I definitely think Philly's the hotter team.
I agree.
Because the Padres, beat the Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
But they scrapped it. Philly blew Atlanta out.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they lost the one game, but the other 3 that they won was not close.
No.
So, like I said, can you win on the road?
It's like
always
what they
leads back to that question.
didn't they play the Mets, right? Or did San Diego?
did. San Diego did.
Who did the Phillies play?
St. Louis.
They blew St. Louis out of the water too.
Well, they were losing 2-0 going into the 9th inning of game 1. They put up 6. So
Yeah, and then this next game,
it went close.
They just put them out of the water, and like I said, Bryce Harper's only gonna get more fired up.
Yep, and you don't want Schwarber. Schwarber is 1 for 20 coming into today so far in the postseason.
Right, and now
Don't let him get hot. I saw what he can do in Boston. It's scary.
And don't forget about Castellanos. You've got JT. You have JT playing well.
Best catcher in baseball.
You have Gene Segura playing very well. Like, I just think all of their players are playing better than the Dodgers or than the Padres.
They're hot.
They're
The whole team's hot.
they are just, ooh, don't touch.
And there's no shame to the Padres. I just don't think
No, the Padres had
they
a
can keep up.
fantastic year so far.
Yep.
And let's not forget, like, Josh Hader came in and closed
Well, too.
3 fucking games.
Like I said with Juan Soto, we were questioning what's wrong with him. Like what happened?
Yeah.
Those stats got wiped. Who fucking cares? He got 3 saves against an 111 win team that's been bullying them for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And like locked them down.
Sure
I think he
did.
had one. I think one of those games was a little stressful.
Not to mention the game that got them to the NLCS. He struck out Mookie looking. He struck out Freddie. And I believe he got a ground ball to end it.
No, Freddie was batting third.
Well, didn't he get a ground ball in that?
I think the second batter was a ground ball, but he did get Freddie on a slider. Oh, it was filthy.
Yeah. Josh Hader came back with a purpose.
Yeah.
My God.
I do think the Padres bullpen is favored in this series, and I think that's the only thing that favors them right now.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
Dominguez.
if I'm looking at it, Dominguez won scoreless today.
Oh, dude, Dominguez
It's
looking filthy.
It's because looking at the lineup, I'd give it to Philly.
Yeah.
Obviously they're hot, but like just up and down the lineup, they're 1 through 9. It's
I
incredible.
mean, you've got like 6 dudes that can crush one
Yeah.
at any given moment. I mean, Rhys Hoskin is Mr. Clutch.
Yeah.
Like, let's not forget how many clutch moments Rhys has had in his career so far. Like,
Yeah.
big at bat,
And-
Rhys Hoskins up, he's most likely going to crush one or hit like an extra base hit or something. Like, he just does it time and time again. And like you said, don't let Schwarber get hot. And this
No.
might be Schwarber getting hot. We'll see the next game, but you don't just crank a 488 and then go cold.
Yeah, like I mean, he was a big reason why Boston beat Tampa last year in the division round.
Yeah.
Schwarber leading off.
I mean, let's
It's weird to have him be the leadoff hitter, but it works.
It does. He's done it a lot.
2 years, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he did it with the Cubs too.
I believe for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely did in Washington.
But, dude.
I do give the defense to San Diego, though.
Yeah.
I think they're a better fielding team.
I agree. Cronenworth and
Well, he made a good play against Bryce Harper. He roped one.
then Manny probably. He's up there with Nolan.
And Ha-Sung Kim is filled in fantastic.
So
So
if
far.
you're Tatis, you're not even watching, right?
No, I am.
Like, they're basically like, hey, we did this fucking without you.
Hey, the Braves did it last year without Acuna.
Just wait till he's actually back.
I know. It's scary. Because they have all 3 of them locked up.
Yeah. It's ooh, next year's gonna be scary for them. But right now they're in a good spot. I could see this going 6.
I say 6. Philly and 6.
But I do think Philadelphia gets it done, and I just like Philly is the hottest sports city right now.
The Flyers are 3-0, I believe. The Eagles are undefeated, still best team in football.
Yeah, and now your baseball team is in the NLCS.
About to take game 1.
And I saw comparisons of this team to the 2008 team.
Oh, that's good. That also brings up sad memories. Ow. I caught a stray for no reason.
I'm just like, because that team back then was gross,
And so is Tampa's.
but but this team just has heart.
It's gonna be incredible. I hope it is as advertised.
Right.
Like 2-0. That's a good game. I don't like it because I like runs, but
Yeah.
I can't always get what I want.
And then on the others,
the other side's
side,
gonna be a bloodbath, I believe.
I think it goes 7.
Do you?
I do.
I think the Yankees take it in 5.
I just it's a double-edged sword for me because I don't like either team.
Well, neither do I.
Um, right, but if Houston does not win, I think it tarnishes them forever.
We had that conversation a couple days ago.
I especially since it's a rematch of that uh of the cheating scandal, and I just don't think they ever get validation. I mean, your Jose
Okay.
Altuve is ice cold. He's your leadoff hitter, and he went over like 14, 15
But he's
against
also
the Mariners.
going against a team he's done well against historically.
Right, but he's also done well against the Mariners. He They saw him 19 times this
Yeah.
year. The only
Like I said, he
pitcher
put
he
some
didn't
good swings. He
see,
just got unlucky.
the only pitcher he didn't see was Luis Castillo.
I
But
don't. I think
I'm with you that the
it
Yankees
depends
win.
who. I think Talon is starting tomorrow. Who was actually drafted in between Harper and Machado. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah, there's like I said, that draft class was nuts. But I think Talon goes tomorrow. I would assume Verlander goes tomorrow.
Most likely.
That is an incredible mismatch.
Or
And I don't
you
care that Garrett Cole was warming up in the ninth inning. I don't care. There's no way Garrett was entering today's game
no.
because you're winning by 4.
Just
Let Wandy struggle. Who cares? Just don't let him get. Well, I guess the time run was on deck, but
right.
just if he gives up 1 or 2, who cares? You had a 4-run cushion.
Right.
Garrett does not enter that game.
No, especially cuz you need him. You definitely need
You
him.
need him to go on Thursday.
Yeah,
Like it has to happen.
I agree.
And if he doesn't, Nestor went today, so and he threw. What did he throw? How many pitches did he
I think he
throw?
threw into 6 at least.
Oh, he only threw 60. Oh, he'll go Thursday if Garrett can't.
Yeah, but
Because that was a little bit. He went 5. Went
I
with 60
just
pitches. That's good.
you had
Fish.
kind of Kyle Tucker. He hit 1 home run. Bregman had 2 big hits.
They were all timely. That's what's important.
Jordan is Jordan. I
Yeah,
mean,
outside of that 7-1 comeback, they really didn't like flash
Yuli
bats.
Yuli went 3 for 3 on Sunday or Saturday.
Of course
Uh,
they did.
and they were all dink hits. Like they weren't hitting the ball for power or like even solid. They were just getting
Hey,
like fluke hits, right?
hey, when Cleveland came back, they didn't hit the ball very hard either.
Right.
They
But
don't have to. You just gotta find the hole.
I think Judge just comes alive in this series. I think Stanton comes alive. Harrison Bader
Well,
probably gonna continue his tear. I'm sure they have the rookies on the bench, Peraza and Cabrera.
Barrett's gonna be starting at shortstop.
That's good.
They gave up on IKF
Good.
to the point where, like I was telling you earlier, Aaron Hicks got hurt, left the game, and they put Marwin Gonzalez in
Oh
instead
shit.
of moving Cabrera back out to left field and bringing IKF out to play shortstop.
But yeah,
But he eventually did, and then almost made an error in the ninth inning to end the game.
yeah
He
with
almost missed that ball.
with Garrett Cole though in this series,
He's got to be huge.
um,
He's got to go 7, in my opinion.
he this is kind of his redemption for the cheating as well
Yeah.
because he was on that 2017
Mm-hmm.
Astros team, and when he was in Houston, he was dominant.
Yes, he was. I saw that firsthand too.
He's not as
Tampa really got hurt.
dominant as he was in Houston.
He's been shaky with pinstripes on,
He has, and
but he pitched well yesterday.
the thing is you've pitched in that park a lot,
Hmm.
but now you're doing it on a different team, and it's in the playoffs, and they're gonna get to you. So he's got to keep his emotions under check. Because did you see his post game the other day when he was talking about Naylor hitting the home run off of him?
Yeah, I heard it was very sarcastic.
Yeah, it's like, it's playoff baseball, dude. You know what it's like. You know what you do in the heat of the moment. Like, you should chill a little bit.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have thrown there.
that's true.
Pitch better. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
like I said, I truly think he has to go 7. Give the bullpen some rest.
Nestor has to be perfect too when he goes. He does.
And if you could steal game 1 tomorrow, like I said right before we started recording, the Yankees I don't believe even took off yet. So that's a hot start.
Right, and
But I mean they're used to doing this though.
but
In the regular season.
true, but another big thing is too, it's like if they take game 1, well,
Houston's in trouble.
but the thing you got to be scared about, right, is what happened to New York earlier this year, where they had like 17 scoreless innings. That's another thing you have to come into play, because like Yankee Stadium is not a friendly place.
No, it's not.
And especially when you shut their team out, they get even worse.
Yeah, like
so that's the big thing, is they can, if they can win in Houston, because I mean you saw Seattle almost did it twice, and on paper Seattle doesn't have as good of lineup as both the Yankees or the Astros,
right.
but it showed that they were beatable at home. And the big thing is can New York's bullpen go toe to toe with the Astros bullpen?
Which is absolutely lights out.
I mean, they have 2 starters in their bullpen, for fuck's sake.
And Hunter Brown's out there.
Yeah, isn't that the dude you sent me? That looks like Verlander.
Yeah, the guy that went to school in Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
college in Detroit,
I mean, you have Luis Garcia, who went out and pitched 4 innings in that 18-inning game, and he ended at 55 pitches.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And then they still had Christian Javier sitting in there.
Ryan Presley's out there. Hunter Brown's out there.
Ryan Stanek.
It's loaded.
They don't
bullpen is loaded.
They have they're all righties. So your only lefty is Frember.
That's their one problem. They don't have a lefty in their bullpen.
Because their lefty got hurt.
But look at the Yankee lineup.
It's all righties.
Except for Rizzo.
Right.
So that even more favors the Astros.
Right, but you also have to worry about Judge, and you have to worry about Stanton. That's that's 2 main factors. Well, actually they'll have 2 lefties in their lineup with Cabrera. He's a switch hitter.
Yeah.
So, but I do think the Yankees win. I think it goes 7. I think they take it at the Astros Park, and they celebrate like no other team has celebrated on that field.
I'm pissing on that field.
Oh, I'm doing everything.
I'm just kidding. That's a nice fine.
But
it's actually a crime. But
I do think we are getting a New York and a Philadelphia World Series.
That would be so painful, because it's like an hour and a half train ride from New York to Philly. It's like the Amtrak series. That's what I'd call it.
Which one you gonna go to? You gonna go to the Bronx, or you gonna go to Philly?
No, it'd be Philly. Game 4.
That's fair.
That's already locked. It's just a matter of where.
But yeah,
because of timing.
True. Yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it. I think we got all we needed to really really talk about on this one. It's gonna be an exciting game.
The Padres did lose.
So yeah, Phillies up
Josh
one.
Bell struck out ugly. He
Ouchie.
whiffed 3 straight curveballs with
Oof.
2 guys on.
Ouchie.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna do it for us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you are watching over on YouTube, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Put a comment down in the comment section below. Tell us what you think the predictions are going to be. Who do you think is going to make the World Series? And what about the Philly guys? Just so damn hot right now. Let us know what you think about that. And if you're listening over on Spotify, go ahead and leave us a review. Let us know how we're doing. And hit us up on Twitter. Hit up the show. See some cool things over there. Go look at the likes. He's pretty good at liking stuff. So
That's true.
But anyway, guys, I am Kane, and this is Day, and we'll talk to you guys later.